Hey there, you're watching the Jessa Channel. I'm Jessa, and I have a response to give to some of you who have been expressing your honest truth about my new content, about the Jessa Channel 2.0, and most importantly, about my authenticity. Here it is. You can probably tell from my face that I'm about to smack it down. I was told by other YouTubers who have made a change in their channels and grown and reached their dreams as a result. I was warned that my subscribers, many of them, were not going to be happy with me. And many of them were going to tell me straight to my face they didn't like what I was doing. So when it really happened, I shouldn't have been surprised, and I wasn't. But it really did throw me for a loop. I showed, if you're a patron, you can head on over to Discord. We've been having a discussion about the Jessa Channel 2.0, and I have received some very straightforward, and in some cases I felt pretty harsh feedback about the change. And I'm not going to show you what they said because what happens in Discord is private. However, and there were people who also said that they were looking forward to it, that they thought it was hilarious, the video I showed them with the new editing style and everything. Some of you have seen yesterday's Just Jessa video. This is a response to the comments in that video. And I got a similar type of response. Some people were like, hey Jessa, this is great. I'm really looking forward to what you can do. And I understand, Jessa, that you have to make this change because you're right. I can't watch longer content anymore. Or you're right. YouTube is changing. So I recommend and understand and know why you're changing. But I also got, similar to in Discord, I got comments about something that really bugs me. My authenticity. So I'm going to call out one of these comments right now. I have put it here and I'm going to read a little bit of it. First of all, Fractal Core, I appreciate you giving me a comment. And I appreciate you sharing your thoughts, because some of which I can see what you're going for here. You said what you enjoyed about my content was that I was a little bit like a caring mother that protects you from all the overstimulation you get in other channels, offering me something you can count on, can trust on. That's beautiful. And I know that a lot of people really feel the same way about me. I feel the same way about me. The problem, or I wouldn't say the problem, but the place where I feel like you and I, or the other people who are thinking like this, are not understanding each other, is right here. I didn't like the flashy editing effects that were used in this video. This just isn't Jessa. It really doesn't suit your personality. It is too in your face. It works for other content creators, but in your case, it makes you lose some of your authenticity. That pisses me off. I'll tell you why. So I recorded a video for my Discord folks who, for the patrons who, I told them a little bit, I told them actually everything, not even a little bit, I told them everything about why the Jessa Channel 2.0 had happened, what I was struggling to achieve, the advice I was getting and who was giving it to me. It really helped them understand what I was struggling with. So I'm going to be really clear to you. In 2012, a few months before I started this channel, I asked myself, if all of my needs were met and most of my wants, what would I want to do with the rest of my life? And the answer came immediately. I wanted to tell stories that helped people get off the planet. What I meant by that was to give you a sense of connection and relaxation and authenticity that made you feel like you could join me for a story. And in that same realm, I have, and I can actually show it to you over here, come up with with the help of the patrons, come up with the essence of the Jessa Channel. And this is it. So I am not throwing this out of the window for the Jessa Channel 2.0. Flashy, as you're putting it, editing effects does not take away from my ability to help you get cozy, sit back, and create a story with me, add silly, and spread joy. However, I understand that for you guys, some of you guys might be saying, well, Flashy doesn't help me get cozy. Or the fact that the video is only 15 minutes doesn't help me get cozy. Because all videos coming out, I'm aiming to be around the 15-minute mark, 20 minutes at the maximum. I don't think you'll see, unless I really can't narrow the story down that much farther, you won't see anything longer than a 20-minute video on this channel going forward. However, I disagree again, because I have, first of all, to be told that editing effects takes away my authenticity is really annoying, because me, when I'm recording, still me. The fact that I cut out the parts that don't add to the story, or I make a video that creates more comedic effect, doesn't mean I'm not Jessa. I have always been silly. That was that, I just said, gets, what did I have to, let me put it back up here again because I forgot already. This add silly and spread joy, that's never changing. I can't change it. It's just who I am. So, just so you know, when I sat down to record the first episode in this new 2.0 style, I tried for 4 days. 4 days to record a game called Founder's Fortune, which I did actually end up recording yesterday, but this 4 days was a few weeks ago when this was first all starting. I couldn't get it to work because I felt like I was thinking about what other people do and trying unconsciously, but not meaning to be what they do as opposed to be me. So I recorded numerous episodes, somewhere around 12 episodes of that. I just couldn't do it. So you know what? I just went to the people who had been helping me and I told them, I'm having this problem. I can't do it. I need help. And they helped me. And then after some thinking and more understanding about what I was trying to do, I went back and I was able to finally record another game, which is coming out in September, and get the content that I wanted, which was me, Jessa, authentic and real. So the other point I want to make to you is that not only does it irritate me that you guys, some of you guys, not all of you, are thinking you're not authentic because you're doing these jump cuts, which are just like other channels on YouTube. And I want to have a respite when I come here. The keywords are when I come here, because let's take a look at those numbers, shall we? Those numbers don't lie. Let's take a look at content that I've been putting out that meets your criteria. No, none of that flashy editing, is slow paced, is authentic, is me being real in my live streams. And let's just look at them. Here's one. Now I know you guys talked about, actually not you, everybody, Fractal, you talked about not liking when I was playing with the developer. So maybe I won't use that one for example, but let's just say 61 views. Elder Scrolls Online, as real as you get. Me, voice acting, playing a character, 37 views. Over here, here's 35 views. Over here, here's 99 views. Now let's look at how many subscribers I have. What's that say right there? I have 10,000 subscribers. Out of 10,000 people who have access to this content, 37 of you thought it was worthy of your time. So you guys want me to be the Jessa I was in 2012 because it's what you love, it's what you're used to, and you don't want me to change. And if I followed your advice, I would never make it on YouTube. And what I mean by make it is create a living that supports me and sustains me, and so my poor husband does not have to work his fingers to the bone to keep both of us going while I work on this channel. Really? Like, that's what you guys want? You want me to produce the content so that when you see it in your subscriber feed, you can go, oh, wow, that's Jessa. Okay, great. She's doing this thing that I really enjoy. I'll watch it later when I have time. YouTube's algorithm has changed. Subscribers used to be part of what grew your channel. Now they don't. Subscribers are now what YouTube uses as a crap filter. YouTube doesn't know if your video is good. So the way it can find out if your video is good and other people will watch it is if you put it out. And if your subscribers watch it, a good percentage of your subscribers, and they don't show it to all your subscribers, they'll put it out to people who have been watching the content. If they watch the content and watch a majority of it, that's called your retention. Then, and if they click on it, and then they click on it, that's the click-through rate, that's your view. Then YouTube goes, okay, great. Like with this video, you can see 406 of you have watched. That's a lot more than the video from a week ago where 78 of you watched. So this video, more people will get to see because 400 of you went, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. And when I mean this video, I mean the video from yesterday. So this video right here that we're looking at. So YouTube will go, oh, okay, she's put out a video that people are liking. We'll show it to more of her subscribers, and then we'll show it to more of her subscribers, and then they'll show it to, and then they will start to show it to people outside my subscribers. So by you guys wanting me to stay where I am and produce content that makes you guys feel like you're comfortable and can, quote unquote, get a place away from the rest of YouTube, but you won't watch it, means that I will stay in a very tiny little bubble that makes you happy and makes me poor. And that pisses me off. So, I was warned, and I am telling you now, if you didn't like the jump cuts in that video, if you want things to be slower, if you want content that I produced in 2012, then you need to leave now, because it's not going to happen. Or you can stay subscribed and just go back and watch my content from 2012 and watch it over and over again. Get caught up on stuff that you've taken forever to get caught up on, and don't have to worry about new stuff coming out that you can't catch up on because you don't want to watch the new stuff. So just watch the old stuff. And occasionally come over and say hi to me. But my mentor, the guy who's been one of the two guys who's been helping me, told me, if you listen to your subscribers, you will die. And he's right. Your channel will die is what he meant by that. He was right. So not all of you guys are saying this, but the most outspoken and most heartfelt comments are the ones saying don't change, basically. Do what we wanted you to do. Or they're saying, I understand that you need to change, but just change in a little bit of a way, but not in these ways. If you go and look at the channels that are trending on YouTube right here, in order to get where I want to go, I need to look at channels who are producing content that is getting where I want to be. I mean, that's just common sense. So if you go over here and look at gaming, yes, there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't do in here, but there is stuff, the concepts behind what they are doing. I can take those concepts and apply them to my style. Jump cuts do not mean lack of authenticity. They are simply jump cuts. That's it. Behind the jump cut or right next to the jump cut is still me. And also, one more note to put on that, and I'll put myself back up on screen. One more note on that. Some of you have said to me in Discord, and some of the patrons have, and I imagine some of you guys in here are thinking it too. I don't like those memes and things that you put on the screen. Like, for example, in the previous video, I would put an image up here. Just so you know, I have a new editor, who's, by the way, I am his 6th client. When I talk to him, and just so you know, quick little side note, the patrons already know this, but Ivan was editing for me and doing a fantastic job. However, with this new style of editing and the speed in which I need it was difficult for us to connect on that. So I needed to hire a new editor. I went to the guy who has been giving me lots of help, and I said, who's editing your stuff? And he told me. Went to his editor, and his editor decided to take me on. Like I said, I'm his 6th client. All 5 of his other clients are between 500,000 subs to 2 million. That editor very obviously knows how to edit stuff in a way that works. However, even with that, it was my idea to put funny things on the screen that I felt that the point, like if I was making a point and it reminded me of something, I would say, can you find a picture of Adapt or Die? Can you find a picture of a woman on a fainting couch? Those were all my ideas. If you want to get upset about those things that you're calling memes, which I don't really understand why they're called that, but whatever, blame me. Because every video that goes out on the Jessa channel has to pass the TGC test, my test, the Jessa channel test. That means if I watch the video and I don't find it funny, I cut it. If I don't watch the video and I don't feel like that was satisfactory, I am satisfied with that. I feel like that tells the story I wanted to tell. It's gone. I cut it. So, yeah, if any of you guys are still sitting there thinking you're not authentic, then you and I are not in agreement. And I'm not happy about that. Because just because I'm changing doesn't mean I'm a faker. Okay, that's it.